What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're a new viewer, welcome to the channel. It's great to see you guys. So it's been about a week since, well, actually 2 weeks since Miles of Mayhem, almost. And it's been a bit of a tough go since Miles of Mayhem ended. And the only reason for that is because I didn't want to stop on Miles of Mayhem. Like when I said that near the end of on the last day, I genuinely meant it. I did not want to stop doing what I was doing, you know, doing the daily uploads, the grind, drive, race, edit footage and get it uploaded. I really thrive on it, and I had so much fun. So to come back home to a regular 7 to 3 job, it was a bit of a hard hit. I'll be honest. Doing Miles of Mayhem and the daily uploads and everything from racing to uploading, it was hard. It was astronomical. I actually couldn't believe how hard it was. I thought it was going to be easy, but it was actually harder than my daily construction job. So here we are, a little over a week later. The car hasn't been touched because as soon as I got home here, I basically unpacked the car and resumed daily normal life, and I didn't have time for this. So it's sat. It just got a wash today, actually, for the first time since coming home on Miles of Mayhem. It's gonna go back to its daily driver aesthetic, I guess you could say, because I have been daily driving this car. I've been putting my work tools and stuff in it and getting myself to work in this thing. So time to do the daily aesthetic, matchy wheels, get rid of the sport tires that we were running on the drag strip. I apologize for my English. I am tired. You know, I worked all day today. It's a very long day. I've been putting in lots of hours. I want to keep chasing. That's the general consensus that I'm trying to get at here. I'm gonna get to my goals, and that is to do things like that on an everyday basis and have that be my life. I want to pursue YouTube. I want to be extremely dedicated to it. And in some senses, like in a lot of ways actually, because without you guys watching this, none of it's possible. So I want to cheer on the people that are watching my videos, and I appreciate you so much. And everybody who subscribed, commented, liked it, it's really helped get me through the hard spot and actually helped me pick up the camera today. So thank you so much. And we have a visitor. How's that exhaust working?
It's great.
It's great?
Yeah, even better than when it was first installed.
Yeah, it's broken in a bit. So the help has arrived. The dog's excited. He hasn't eaten supper yet. I haven't either because I suck at that. And if you want to do race car stuff while working a day-to-day job, sometimes you just got to skip meals. Right, Daytona?
No.
Yeah.
Bad habits.
Bad habits. These are bad habits.
Skipping meals.
This is all bad habits.
Me?
Jokes. All right, so let's get these rims and tires swapped over. And I'm actually shocked that I picked up the camera for this one, but for some reason my intuition was telling me that my viewers want to see what I'm doing. So thanks for beckoning the call. Let's get this done. Now I'd be lying if I said I was perfect. I gotta go get tools from across town. But that's why I have a moped. Gotta save money on gas, let alone this thing's just fun to rip on. It's from the 60s. It's normal, it's fine. So watch this. So it's got a choke, a throttle. The pedals are how you start it, and also you can just pedal it. And to shut it off, it's got a decompression lever. So it just relieves all the compression and kills it. But that's the Caddy moped. Barn finds. Love them, thrive on them. That is the everything box that I need from Miles of Mayhem. Say hello to the gals. And now let's get this done. I miss this car. I haven't driven this or that or my Nova like pretty much all summer. They've been sitting here. I haven't even been in this shop. Like we did exhaust. I helped Devin do his exhaust on his 350Z, and then we did the ST. I miss this place, but the snow's coming soon, so we'll be back.
You're cool.
That was delicate, wasn't it? He's so soft. Welcome back to regular scheduled programming of Wheels That Match. I mean, it doesn't look bad the way it is, but the fitment is garbage. And like, I don't care about aesthetic fitment. It's the fact that it performs like trash on these tires. Now, I'm not made of money, so I can't just go buy the right set of offset wheels when I have a lot on the go. I have this car, I have this car. This needs a lot of love. And my Civic needs help, and I got a lot of bills to pay. So they'll do for the time being, but that was pretty good fitment. They just weren't wide enough. Like, the biggest tire we could go on there was 255, and that's on a 9.5. I think these are a 10.5, so I should be able to run the 275s, but the reason I don't like the setup mostly is because of the camber and stretch in the front. That's where I'm lacking in the department of offset. So get that sorted out next year and get this car to actually corner properly, because it doesn't corner well right now. It pushes really hard. When I'm really pushing it hard, because I drive this car hard, and the front end will start pushing on me in long sweeping turns, and I'm not down for it. So we'll be fixing the front end, suspension, camber arms, proper wheels, good tires up front. And yeah, that's kind of a burble about next year. There's lots of big plans for this car next year. I consider big plans, maybe not in the world's perspective of big plans. Lots of times when YouTubers talk about having big plans, it's like, oh, we're gonna make 1,500 horsepower next year. It's like, well, that's not my reality. I'm gonna be going with a nitrous setup next year, and pretty much for the most part keeping the car pretty much the same. The bulk of the build has been done. Now it's finessing and tweaking and just continuously adding parts. But this car was supposed to be stock this year. It wasn't even supposed to get modified. I'm glad I did. I don't regret any of it. I ate a lot of Ichiban, and poorly, but I love it. I told her to follow me with the camera and be right in my business, and she's doing a great job of it. Good news is we have 2 more wheels exactly like this, brand new in the boxes. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for tires. And if I find another cheap set of tires, well, this is the burnout sleigh set of wheels. If you want to be a badass every day, you can buy a 350Z. Your back's just gonna hurt. What is this stretchy boy stuff? I get it. I'm not bunking style guys and stance boys because it's cool and it's what you're into. I need performance, so that's why I just don't like it. Simple as that. I love it all. Well, I mean, look at the back of my shirt. I drove a stance car.
Ooh, stancy boy.
Right, so I like it all, but come on. Like, you could fit this Moroso tire pressure gauge in there.
Oh, that's good.
Don't even need to add air. See, that's the thing. I burn through so many sets of tires that my tires never go bad on me, so they just hold air, which is kind of nice.
You don't need to add air, but do you need to add earth, fire, or water?
It has, well, earth somewhere in here. There's rocks because of my driveway. Fire, well, it spits that out the back. Mm-hmm. Water. I think we'll stay away from that one.
I think water's great. From
a car perspective, all set. Let's go for a rip. The performance tune on this car is just crisp. I don't drive around on the pops and bangs tune. It's just like I literally just flash it when I just want to shoot flames. Admin Tuning has this car dialed. I will say that. It was more or less a matter of him telling me the things that I want, which is exactly what I wanted, because he knows exactly what he's doing. So, you know, not a paid sponsorship, none of that. I'm just a customer. I paid full price for everything, respectfully so, and very good dollar for what you get. I can make that. I can make that. I will. Watch. Hey, yo! Backing off of there is going to be completely different. So I guess we'll see what happens. The goal here is thumbnail material.
All right.
I think it looks pretty good. I was pretty nervous actually. Like I seen that and then I backed up and I seen that it was like actually a sharp edge on the other side. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this.
Well, while Tanner's getting a thumbnail, we found a playground. So we're gonna go play a little. I'm not very athletic anymore. It's cool. Ah! We'll go check back on the tan man.
All right, now for the really fun part. Now I gotta back off this thing. Smooth as heck.
Well done.
Okay, now watch me three-wheel this thing.
Oh gosh.
All the safety. I like driving barefoot.
Nice, nice.
It's pretty stiff. So Daytona hasn't been with for a proper launch in the car, so these tires are fairly stiff. There was a lot of slip in that launch. I remember these tires being grippier, but we'll do another launch. Launch number 2. We'll get some heat into the tires. All right, ready? Well, that is a epic wrap for today's video. Thank you very much for guys. Words are hard, I'm tired. Thank you guys very much for watching. The channel has grown a lot ever since Miles of Mayhem. It continues to grow. I'm blown away by it. Like I said earlier, I am finding it kind of tough in some ways to pick up the camera. And when I see more views and more subscribers coming in, it's very motivating. So thanks you guys. Every like, every comment, every view counts. And I'm not saying that in an instigating manner, but just in a sense of just appreciation is all it is. Not all it is, it's huge. I appreciate it huge. So not belittling anything there. Thanks guys. And I have some content actually to come up for the Nova here real soon. I have some parts for it that I wanted to throw on. I've got a new B&M Pro Stick shifter and a few other small things. So I'll be doing some content on the Nova here real soon. The focus point was the 350Z build, Miles of Mayhem. Those were all the main goals for this fall. So we're gonna continue to build this car. It's a very good car and there's no reason not to keep going with it. There could be a potential for Miles of Mayhem Nova in the future, but it just costs so much to make these cars run and drive like a pro touring car. In the sense of to take it from where I have it to that, you know, I'd change the motor, I'd go LS in it or something along the lines, because just the reliability of a solid roller cam big block and a lot of highway miles. Like I want something, if I were to do Miles of Mayhem and this car would be set up to do, you know, hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Like that would be the setup on it. And I have to set valves in this thing every 1,000 miles, which is not a big deal, but it's tedious. So for the time being, This is the Sunday driver on occasion, although I hardly ever drive it. I think I've driven it twice this year. Gone through a set of back tires, but good thing I have all those tires to burn through. So we're gonna do some burnouts in this car before it goes into storage. But general consensus is, I love you guys. Remember, sky's the limit. You can do anything you want to do, and you can take things wherever you want to go. I've shown you guys how to do that over the last couple weeks, and thank you guys for showing me that I can do anything as well. So appreciate the support, and we'll see you in the next video. Love you guys.